Today I'm going to be taking a look at some of the next level miniatures. These are some of the newer ones that they've done. They're going to be doing an updated version of the Dragon Horde miniatures with different sizing and remodeling. These are mostly some of the resized ones, so the model is not different. This is just the same models that they had for their first Kickstarter, just increased. I think the only thing changed in the sculpt is that they have a Reaper style base now, which I enjoy greatly. But you can take a look and you can see the details are exactly the same. So these are just resized. And I also think that the material might be slightly different because this is definitely much more reminiscent of the Reaper USA style thermoplastic stuff. But yeah, as you can see from the little toad here, don't talk to me or my son ever again. The toad finally has a normal-sized hand sticking out of it. I'm not sure what's going on with the original toad on the right there. The hand looks like it could be from like a tiny little, maybe like a Quickling or some sort of sprite or some sort of other very small creature. But yeah, that was one of the things that people were talking about specifically in the first Next Level Miniatures Kickstarter, that the miniatures, even though that they said they were a certain scale, some of them seemed really small to the point of kind of ridiculousness. So these new ones I bought from Miniature Market, and I actually bought them before Christmas. This is one of the videos that I had prepped to do, and then I got sick and I wasn't able to do it. So yeah, I was very excited to see that these new ones were for a very good price, and I really like the detail, and I really liked the look of them, very much so, especially the white on the right. That's just a very cool, unique looking miniature. I've not seen anything quite like that. And here we have what I thought was interesting, that there's the little deep gnome or regular gnome on the right there, and then compared to the gigantic style kobold on the left from the original Kickstarter. Again, you can go watch my original video where I talked about how it was kind of bizarre that some of the miniatures were so large comparatively, considering that this is not supposed to be 28mm. The cleanup on these, pretty much the same. Some people were complaining about the cleanup. I'm assuming that there was a lot of people that were kind of brand new to getting cheaper miniatures in similar materials. You're going to have a little bit of flash. You're going to have a little bit of cleanup. I personally think that the cleanup on these miniatures was fine, and with the newer releases here, yeah, I think this remains fine. Cleanup is something that you just have to kind of deal with, and I just don't understand why people were acting like it was this massive negative when I think it was probably one of the things that people probably shouldn't have made a huge note about. But yeah, here we have the newer Owlbear on the right there compared to a WizKids Owlbear. As you can see, they definitely took some inspiration from the old school Hasbro Owlbear with the pose. I really like the pose on this one. It's sized correctly for an Owlbear in 28mm, and I like that quite a bit. Here is the Glabrezo Demon, aka the Gazebo Demon. You can see that actually the sculpt from Next Level Miniatures I think is much better than the official D&D sculpt. The official D&D sculpt looks like the official D&D art more, but honestly, I really like the arms on the Next Level Miniature one. And now, of course, the classic Ankeg monster, which is the burrowing insect monster. I will say that the Next Level Miniature took a little bit of a pain getting it glued together, but I like the fact that the pose is different. The one from WizKids on the left is kind of upright. The one from the Next Level Miniature one looks like it's running really fast on the ground. Another very nice sculpt. So as you can see, all the miniatures that I got so far from Miniature Market were completely different from the original run of the Kickstarter miniatures. They were all resized. They were all different materials. So I did order a Bloodbug from Miniature Market, and I did find out that it seems to be pretty much the same as the Bloodbugs that I got from the original Kickstarter. There didn't seem to be the slight difference in material, so maybe these are left over, and maybe if you buy the original sculpts, maybe there is a chance that you're going to get the original Kickstarter batch. I'm not sure. In any case, I was very happy with pretty much all of these. Like I said, it seemed like the material composition was slightly different. So I decided to do a test. I got some of the original Kickstarter miniatures from the first Kickstarter, and I got some of the newer ones that were both the recast ones and newer sculpts, and I'm going to give them a little bit of a testy poo, but it is difficult, of course, to test miniature durability. There's not really that many ways that you can actually simulate what carrying around miniatures is going to be like. So we're going to have to do the most scientific test possible to test the durability of the new miniatures.
Okay, I hope nothing happens to this while I'm gone.
And yeah, I was actually very impressed. There were no breakages. I did the full Kringle test of tossing this thing down some steps and off a table and everything like that. And yeah, no breaks. I was actually very impressed. I know that in the miniatures that I got originally from the Kickstarter, there was some breakage during painting. Honestly think that with the newer miniatures, that's not a major concern anymore. They seem to be on the level of other thermoplastic miniatures. The example I always give is the Reaper Bones USA stuff. And yeah, it seems to be that these miniatures are pretty durable. So yeah, I think they definitely are worth your time if you want to buy them individually, and you'll have to make up your own mind if you want to go in on the newest Kickstarter. But yeah, always, if you have any questions about this line of miniatures, or if you have any questions about what I think about them, I didn't have time to paint any of them. I originally wanted to, but unfortunately I've just been dealing with so much stuff lately. I wasn't able to do any painting for this. But if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to take a look at any other miniature lines, let me know as well, because I'm going to be interested in doing some more stuff. And again, I am still working on the monster video of the iceberg of weird miniatures that I own. Look forward to that. It's gonna be great.